Obachi 2007 back at you with another one. And we're going to get more into this interview where Jada Pinkett Smith returned to Good Morning America after her special with Hoda Kotb, where she talked about how her and Will have been separated for 7 years and made it clear that she and he were just not together. They simply weren't divorcing on paper, but other than that, they were divorced. We covered it here in this video. Jada Pinkett takes opportunity to humiliate Will Smith again. But she said that they were separated and that they were, quote, living separate lives. That's what Hoda Kotb asked her, you're living separate lives. She said yes. And also, you can see this is on X Twitter. You can also get my videos by coming here and being subscribed to me here. And I post most of the videos up here. We can grab the links if you're not getting them surfaced to you on YouTube. So also what I just want to show you, here's another video that hasn't even been released yet. And Jada Pinkett tries to save face, and now it's not separated from Will Smith. It'll be released by the time you get this video, which is the follow-up to the one I'm showing you here in my back studio. And now she's saying that they're not separate, that she's going to love him for the rest of her life. It's just a bunch of nonsense. We're going to get into that video now. So let's pick up from where we left off the last time, pretty much.
So can we just again because then people call me like, wait, what happened? So where, if you were to describe your relationship.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
I will never leave Will's side.
Never.
Ever.
Never.
And that's all, you know what I mean? I'll never leave his side. But just like I explained to you yesterday, I'm not putting it in that box.
Yeah.
You know, like I worked so hard to dismantle all the romanticism, and I just want to love Will as he is.
This is just so deceptive and completely disingenuous. After she told us, does she not know it's on tape, it's on video, that she said that they were divorced in every way except on paper, and that they were living completely separate lives, and that she even said she was shocked. We'll get into that point. Before we get into that point, if y'all could help me out with something, and that's hitting that like button. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. And as I've been saying, even if you have before, with YouTube intentionally not surfacing videos anymore, something happening with their algorithm, maybe even unsubscribe and resubscribe to help re-kick the algorithm. Same thing with the notification bell if you already are. And as I showed earlier, you can also go to your Bachi on Twitter to get posts if you subscribe to me there, and the posts will get surfaced to you that way. All right, so with that out of the way, back to this program. She talked about how they not just live separate lives, but how she was so shocked at the Oscars last year when he smacked Chris Rock and came back to his seat, how he was calling her his wife. She said she was shocked by that because we haven't called each other husband and wife in years. We're all but divorced. Now she's an actress, man. Now she's coming with this and this sincere face. I'm just loving him in a different box. You saying he's not even your husband? He shouldn't even be calling you his wife. She's such a chameleon, and she's a professional actress, and this is all a fake act for the cameras because of all the backlash she got. And she's trying to sell these books. So she doesn't want to be looked down upon. So she's trying to put together this show. But let's listen to a little bit more.
Right? I don't want to put him in any boxes. And I don't want to be put in a box. And let me tell you, it's been beautiful. It's been beautiful.
What does that beauty look like for you day in and day out? So are y'all living together?
It's just this beautiful connection. We will.
Look at that.
Not right now.
But you will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Why do you say that with such
clarity?
Yeah. she's making this stuff up on the spot. Did you see how she was about to respond? We said, "Are you living together?" And she's like, "Oh, snap. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we will." She is such a fraud. And these two women are not going to hold this modern woman accountable. There is no accountability here. They're just going along with whatever she says, like, "Oh, yeah, sister girl." Ridiculous. Jada will never be held accountable. Her man won't hold her accountable. Again, I'm convinced at this point that she is a witch and she has a hex on Will, and he can't escape the curse. Because this just makes no sense to be disrespected and humiliated to this degree and to just put up with it. But she's not going to get any accountability here.
Because that's what it's going to be.
That's where it's headed.
Yeah.
And you both are on that page.
Yeah, and but right now I really do enjoy my space.
Yeah.
I've been living
alone.
I am my mother's only child.
Yeah.
Right? And so having this time that I've had to myself has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Just to get to know me, even to have my house exactly how I want it. I don't have to be like, well, what color do you want this wall? You know what I mean? I can just do it.
You're the chooser.
I'm the chooser.
You're the chooser.
Right.
So when you imagine...
So look at this. Here's where the lessons really come in for us brothers, beyond getting past the celebrity gossip stuff and getting into the point of it all. How is she going to go from 7 years of enjoying her space? And see, that's the thing she's most passionate about in this interview. How happy and joyous she is to run her own space and to be the boss by herself. How is she going to go from 7 years of being without you and then ever accept having to live in a house with you and follow any structure and have you in her life? She can go without you for 7 years. She can go without you for the rest of her life. And so what you have to understand about these type of women, which is most of them out here, quite frankly, these days, most of the ones, especially in America, in the Western world, who have any options themselves, who have any level of beauty or attractiveness at all, who had to have men who are coming after them, and they feel like I can go get what I want whenever I decide I want to be with something. Their mindset is, I want to run the house. I want to run the show. I'm a boss babe. I want a power couple. Ain't no nigga gonna tell me nothing. I want to have my space and my things the way I want. And you guys are out here debating with these women. I'm not talking about on the internet, on debate shows. I mean, literally in real life, you're trying to argue women into accepting being submissive. You're trying to argue with these women and trying to convince them to be traditional and submissive women, or even just to be nice and cooperative. Listen to her. She doesn't even want to cooperate with a man having an opinion about the wall, the color of the wall in his own freaking home. And in most cases, you're the main one paying for it. And they don't even want you to have a say-so about that. Listen.
Your life back together, because I'm sure you've seen it. How does that look to you?
We don't know yet.
You'll build that.
We'll build that, and it'll be something new.
Something a little confusing, might have added to the confusion, was on Instagram, and people like to read into Instagram what they like to see. Will posted something on Instagram yesterday, and in it...
Yeah, so I don't care about this part. It doesn't have anything to do with our main point here. So just to put a cap on the point that we're making, that we're demonstrating. She just wants it to be all about her. Again, the man having an opinion about the color of the wall in the house he paid for is a problem for her. She's uncooperative. And you cannot convince uncooperative to be cooperative. You cannot convince a masculine boss chick to be a feminine wife and a homemaker who wants to make a home for you. She doesn't want to make a home for her man. What she wants is a castle unto herself. She is the king. There was actually what they call a influencer out here. This woman on the internet, I saw her on another dating show. She calls herself King Steph, not Queen Steph as in Stephanie, King Steph. That's how these women see themselves. She is the king of her own castle. And the point I want to make to you, brothers, you cannot convince these women to be something that they're not. You cannot debate them into this. What you can do is go get traditional women from traditional backgrounds who want to be a wife to a man who she wants to be the lead. Because if she wants to be the leader, it's a wrap. It's not going to work. It's not going to ever work. 7 years by herself, she's going to stay by herself. She's never going to let that man come into her life and lead her. She's the boss. And you can't fight it. What you can do is leave those women alone and only deal with women who qualify with their femininity and with their willingness to cooperate and be led. Yobachi 2007, we're out on this one. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the notification bell, get these videos surfaced to you. Yobachi 2007, I'm out.